So this is the 2014 Junior Cert Higher Level Paper 2, and we're looking at question number 1. Pauline flips a fair coin 3 times and records the outcomes. She writes H for each head and T for each tail. Part 1 says, complete the table below to show all of the possible outcomes. 2 outcomes have already been filled in for you. So we have a head, 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 a head, head, tail. Then you could have head, tail, head. And then you could have tail, tail, tail. You could have tail, tail, head. You could have tail, head, tail. You could have head, tail, tail. And you could also have tail, head, tail. Let me see, is there any more that we've left out? Tail, head, head. So that's all the possibilities that we have. Part 2 says find the probability of getting 2 heads and 1 tail. Okay, well, 2 heads and 1 tail would be here. Here you can get 2 heads and a tail. The order here isn't important, it just says getting 2 heads and 1 tail. And also this one here, 2 heads and a tail. So there's 3 ways to get that, and it's 3 ways out of a total of 8 possible outcomes. So probability of getting 2 heads and 1 tail is 3/8. Part 3 says Jamie says you have the same probability of getting 3 heads as you do of getting 2 heads and 1 tail. Do you agree with Jamie and give a reason for your answer? Well, 3 heads, the probability of getting 3 heads is just 1 out of 8, because there's just this way. There's only one way you can get 3 heads, but there's 3 ways that you can get 2 heads and a tail. So the answer is no. Don't agree with Jamie, and the reason is the probability of head, head, head is 1/8, and the probability of 2 heads and a tail is 3/8, like we just worked out in part 2. Finally, part 4, Max says you have the same probability of getting head, head, head as you do of getting head, tail, head. Do you agree with Max? Give a reason for your answer. Well, head, 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 we've established there's only 1 out of 8 ways of getting that, and head, tail, head, there's only 1 way to get head, tail, head in that order, head, tail, head. So the probability for both is the same. So if they say, do I agree with Max? This time I'm saying yes, I do. And the reason is probability of head, 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 as we've established, is 1/8, and the probability of head, tail, head in that order is also 1/8. So that's the end of part 4 and the end of question 1.